So besides the reel I was expecting, the M1 3000, I also got a box, and I'm pretty sure I know what's in this box. Hanging's been making these whopper plopper style lures, you know, with the swinging tails. So I got those to play with as well. Now the reason why I got the 3000 here is because it's more of a general all-purpose size for inshore. Now this is the 4000. The 4000 is kind of big. It's running like almost like a 5000. So I expect the 3000 to be closer to 4000. You can even see, look at the box. It's bigger, right? The 4000 is bigger. So let's see what the 3000 will look like. Okay, this is my current 4000. This is the one I just got, the 3000. So the 3000 is really a lot smaller, which is good. Actually, this 4000 here could match up to my some of my 5000s, some of my Shimano 5000s. But this 3000 is running true to size. That I think, to be honest, this is a true 3000, or this 4000 is more of a 5. So this will be perfect. Okay, to prove my point, this is a Shimano Nasi. This is a 4000. This is the 4000 M1. Look at the size difference. Not only will the M1 hold a lot more line, but look at the body size. It's just dwarfs this one. That's why these reels generally run a little bit larger than what I'm used to. But you can see these are both 4000s. Now check this out, look. This is the Magic L. This is an 8 foot, is it 8 foot? 8 foot, yep, in 2 sections, 8 foot Magic L by Handling. This 3000 reel looks perfect on it, doesn't it? This is going to be a good match. Where something like this here, this is the 8'6" Mirage. This is a lot beefier rod, and it's good for the 4000. And what I noticed that is, like, when you look at the tips, okay, this is the L. Look how thin diameter the base of the tip is. This is the Mirage. Look how much thicker that is. So this would be the perfect matchup for both. Okay, I'm going to show you a graph of all the M1 spinners on the sizes and stats. So just kind of follow along, okay? Now the gear ratio on this reel is going to be 5.2 to 1. So it's going to be the same as all the other sizes. The max drag on this unit is 22 pounds, which isn't bad for a 3000 size. The weight is going to be 9.2 ounces, which is slightly more than most of the recent 3K releases of other companies. The weight is 9.2 ounces, also slightly more than some of the recent 3K releases of a few other companies. But those companies are putting out high cost items, high MSRP items like Daiwa and Shimano. So you kind of have to expect that this one here is a very inexpensive unit. The mono capacity on this one, for 8-pound mono, they're rating this at 317 yards, which is quite impressive. But if you want to use braid, you can put a 20-pound braid at 218 yards, which is pretty good for 3000. Now these M1s here are rated for freshwater usage, but I've been using it for saltwater since it came out over a year ago, and it does very well for saltwater. And I found out from other people, yes, it does. The only thing that differs from all the big units to the smallest one, which is the 500, is the 500 doesn't have the anti-reverse switch, see, which is, so you use that for free spin, right? Hit that and you're back to normal. But the 500, I gather, is a sealed unit. That's why it's like that. So I'm going to match up my units. But this is the largest one to carry. This is the Mirage at 8'6". I like the Mirage. This one's been doing very well for me, especially out in the estuary areas. And I hooked, the biggest one I hooked, I think, was about an 8-pound jack a couple months ago, which didn't stand a chance against this rod. So this is a 4000 Nasi by Shimano. This is the 4000 M1. A little bit on the larger size, but the 4000 is perfect for the 8'6" rod. So I feel good about this Magic L rod though. It's an 8-footer In fact, I got 2 of these. I got one and did, and they sent me another one when they found out I was going to do some reviews on it. They just sent me the second one. So I got 2 of these rods. So I'm just going to keep using one until it breaks, and then I'll use the other. But as you can see, look at that. Perfect, right? The size is perfect for what I'm going to use it for. So this will match up perfectly. I just have to figure out what type of line to put on it. Okay guys, I'm going to spool on some line, some 8-pound mono. But you know how I can tell if the line is good? It doesn't matter on the name brand. What I found is that, let me show you. When you tie on the knot, when you tie on your knot, and even though this is only rated for 8 pounds, if I cinch it down as hard as I can, it should break easy. This line, this brand of line does not break easy. I've used some name brand lines in the past that are higher test rated than this, and it broke at the knot every time I put pressure on it. So anytime you make a knot and you try to tighten it really hard and it doesn't break, that's a good line. That's how I can tell. Okay guys, I'm done. Got over 300 yards of 8-pound test monofilament on this. So it should be fun for the inshore estuary areas. Thank you.